Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So as you can see, I got IBK with me. Sorry. I finally got IBK to record a video with me. And we're matching.
Yeah.
Complicata. But anyways, so this video is going to be how we met. I think a couple videos ago I had mentioned that we were gonna do a video on its own about how we met, so this is it. So,
Okay.
to start,
I think there should be a way of doing this. I think you probably want to hear her side of the story of how we met and my side, because we have two different accounts of how we met. So Tawani, you can go ahead.
yeah. So we don't really agree on. I mean, we agree on how we met, but not how
The dynamics.
he was like
Whatever.
on my job.
Go
basically.
go ahead. Go ahead.
So obviously, as y'all know, we went to the same school, Texas A&M. And we were both involved in like similar organizations, mainly ASA, as well as NSB and some other things, but ASA. And the first time I remember seeing him was after my organic chemistry 2 or 1 class. And one of my friends who was in my class, he was telling me about this guy that he met and how he met him through this girl he was dating at the time. And he was like, oh, there's this guy you should meet. He's really cool. He's from Nigeria. He's Yoruba, blah, blah, blah. He was Ghanaian, so he was like, you know, he seems like a really cool dude. Y'all should meet. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, not like, he didn't mean like, oh, y'all should meet, like y'all should date. He really was just saying like, you should meet this guy because he's cool. And so I'm pretty sure it was after, because he was in my class, so after we got out, I'm pretty sure we saw him walk past and he was like, oh, that's the guy I was telling you about. But I don't remember for the life of me. I can't remember if I actually met you then or if you had walked by and like, we didn't get a chance to meet. So
I met you.
You met me then?
Shook your hand.
Okay.
Right in front of the.
So I don't remember that.
Anyway, go ahead.
When I was on this fountain thingy by the what's that building
I
called?
can't remember, but
I can't
behind
remember.
the library.
Yeah, behind Evans.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that was the first time of hearing about him and like, you know, I guess meeting him. I don't remember actually meeting him, but the first time I actually do remember meeting him was at an ASA meeting. Him and like and his friend, and that was 2009. No, 2009, because you were a freshman.
Yeah.
Now I was a sophomore. But he's older than me. Just.
I'm not stupid either.
No. I just skipped a couple grades. But yeah, that was 2009. And then fast forward to 2011, which when we actually like started like talking more. Between 2009 and 2011, we would see each other on campus, hey, kind of thing. And it was kind of like a hi-bye type of relationship. And in 2011, I was leading this like pageant thing that I had at my school. We started like a scholarship pageant for African girls, and I was the one coordinating it and like planning the whole thing. And so I really needed an MC, not an MC, sorry,
Host.
a host. Like someone who would ask the girls the questions and just kind of help things move along and do the interviews and all that kind of stuff and walk the girls. And one of my roommate at the time was like, oh, you should ask IBK. IBK, you know, he would be really good for that. And I was like, oh yeah. So I hit him up on Facebook, hey, I'm doing this event, are you interested, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, yeah, for sure. And then, you know, he came, he did the thing. And throughout the whole experience, I really didn't like him. Like, I thought he was a flirt. He was flirting with all the girls. He says he doesn't flirt, but he's just a very, very friendly guy. So a girl, every girl would think that he was flirting with him, when he was flirting with them, but he thinks, no, I was just being friendly, whatever. Anyways, I didn't really like him because I felt like he was just a flirt and like he wasn't serious and blah, blah, blah. So like, he was actually getting on my nerves because like, I was already really stressed because they were all like, it was like 15 girls, 16 girls, I can't remember. But like, it's really hard organizing 15 pageant girls and like getting them to rehearsal because we had a dance routine. I was really stressed. And here comes this dude trying to have a conversation with each one of them during the interview.
You have to
during
get
the interview,
to know the people
during the interview
you are
section,
working with.
the interview rehearsal
Because
section, I'm like,
it
dude,
makes
just say
for
what's your
better
name and where do you, what school do you come from? Period.
Better.
And he was
working
all like, oh
relationship.
hey, so what's your name? How old are you? Oh, you like College Station? How are you liking being here? Blah, blah, blah.
It makes for a better working relationship.
I was just kind of like, I can't, come on, moving along. We don't have time, come on. So he thought I was like a straight up bitch.
Yes.
Excuse my language. Because I was not
did.
in the best mood. I was already really stressed. I had a lot of
She
things
was
going on.
not very nice.
And I was mean. I'm not gonna lie. I was
She
mean.
is,
So.
or she was.
So that was like our first, like, I guess, hanging out or being, you know, in the same area. I don't know, working together. So that was that. And then fast forward till so at that period I was kind of like, oh, he's cool, but he's just not like, he's kind of annoying. So fast forward, I think it was actually the end of that summer, which is actually weird because it feels like it was a longer break. But he started like messaging me on Facebook, and I was like, so I mean, honestly, I was like messaging. I was interning in Houston at the time, and I was bored all the time, you know. So I would message him back, and there was one time I like shouted him out on Twitter because he followed me on Twitter, and that was the thing to do. Every time someone followed me on Twitter, I'd be like, oh, shout out to my new follower, IBK. And he thought I was like, ooh, she shouted me out. So I think after that he got my number or something, and then we started talking a lot more frequently. Like after that day, we started talking like every day. And then I started liking him. I had the complete wrong impression of this dude. This is one of those examples where like, you think you know somebody or you judge somebody based on like, you know, their friends, like what they do, blah, blah, blah. And then you actually get to know them and you're like, whoa, you are absolutely nothing of what I thought you were. And that was the case with him. Like I completely judged him wrong and blah, blah, blah. I thought he was like one of those dudes that just like wants to be white and like, you know, only dates white girls. And I was, yeah, but not knowing that this guy's a bush, Niger, like, bush. He's remember one time I heard him speaking broken English. I was like, what? Like, anyways, but yes, I was completely wrong, and we started talking more, and I obviously liked him a lot. And yeah, that's kind of how after that day, after I shouted him out on Twitter, we talked every day since then until 2017, 6 years later. Jesus, it's been 6 years. Whoa! Whoa! Jesus! Yeah! Wow. See? I am old. Anyways, that was my side.
How you doing, Shalai?
I'm done. I tried to make it quick, but I don't know.
That was quick.
I don't know. I tried.
Look, y'all. I just gotta say, it's once you taste the juice, it's hard. I can't keep it straight. It's like, I can't keep it straight. Okay, no, on a more serious note. My side of the story, like I remember the friend who I met earlier, and he was friends with Talani, and then he went and talked to her and said, hey, you should really meet this cool guy. She said, I'm cool. That, you know, he's nice. And so I met her at the time where she said she wasn't sure, but we met, and we saw at a couple other places. It was just hi. But this is where our stories kind of go in different directions here. Out of the blue, this is my perspective, and you can take it whatever you want. Out of the blue, I get this text message from this girl saying, hey, my name is Talani, and we're looking for good-looking guys who are really people persons to host this pageant, and I think you will be a good. Shh. Did I distract you when you were saying your story?
Say good.
Shh. And I think you'll be really good for this pageant. I'm like, yeah, you know, let's do this. So I go in there, and all I'm trying to do is have a good working relationship with the people I'm working with. That's all. This lady didn't take, and this is how I knew, okay? So when she sent me that text, I'm like, random. out of the blue because I know she didn't have my number, so she must have gotten it from somewhere. But what do I know? So I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll help you out. Let's do what it is. And then we go there, and I notice she was getting upset every time I talked to the other girls. I'm like, ha ha ha, this girl wants me. So, anyways, and I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna play into that. Oh, I'm gonna act all mad, so he'll come and ask me what's wrong, and then I'm like, you know what? Forget it. So I didn't even pay any attention to that. So
just like
that's how I left that situation. Finished the pageant, was a success. And
you should have gone first, so I can correct all these errors that you're making.
Anyways, that summer, this is when I knew. She says we were messaging on Facebook before. No, we weren't. No, we were not messaging.
Yeah, we were.
Nah. Anyways, first
conversation.
Oh yeah, she asked me what kind of music I like to listen to, and
I'm dead.
And I was like, yeah, I talked about pumping Nigerian music at the time, you know, whatever. Anyways, this is when I knew that something was up. I just got on Twitter, because I'm not really big on social media. Like, it's not like where I spend a lot of time. So at the time, Twitter was hot, and I just got a Twitter account. And so I was looking for people I knew, and I saw Talanya, and I added her. And out of the blue, she's like, shout out to my latest follower, IBK, you're the best. And I was like,
why you Ali Jara? Nah, I said you're the best.
Okay, she didn't say you.
Jesus.
She didn't say you're the best, but she said shout out to my newest follower, and I'm like, what? Why she shout me out? I'm sure a lot of people follow her. Why did you have to shout me out? That was another hint. Anyway, so I was like, you know what? Let me just speak to this girl. So I started, you know, messaging her.
Speak to me. Oh, good.
So I started messaging her, and you know, we got talking, and I found out that she really liked me. Hold on. Actually, this was another time that I knew she really liked me. She went, after she was interning at the time, and after an internship, she went on this girls trip with her friends, and you know, I think they were in Miami, and we were texting, going back and forth, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take the responsibility, because text messages, right? This is my thing with text messaging. I'm going on a tangent now, and I know text messaging is I don't think you get an accurate representation of the person, because they have enough time to gather their thoughts, type something, be like, no, that sounds weird, and then delete it and edit and all that stuff. And yeah, that's good, but I want to catch her like unawares, and so I called her out the blue. Like, we've been texting back and forth. I was like, you know what? Screw it, call. And I call her, and she sounded so excited to hear from me. And I was like, man, this girl's on a trip with her friends and girlfriends. And I was expecting, her to be like, oh, sorry, I'm with my friends, we're having fun, I'll talk to you later, but we can text her. But she picked up, and we had like a long conversation. I was like, okay, this girl obviously likes me. So anyways, that's where it all ended, and or started. And yeah, like she said, it's been 6 years.
Okay, first of all, you called me.
Hold on. You were gonna start. I was gonna finish. Now let's wrap up the video.
Okay, whatever. Okay, so who do y'all believe? Do you believe my story or his story? Like,
yeah, let's leave it like that.
Like,
let's leave it. Do you believe? Do you believe my story?
That's crazy.
Do you believe my story or her story?
Every time you tell the story, I'm like, it makes me itch when you tell the story because it's so wrong.
Look, don't say it's wrong. Did I say a story?
Sorry.
There were parts of your story I did not agree with.
Okay,
but
how about this? Like, there are certain things that I did that you read meaning to. And maybe there's some things that you did that I read meaning to. But Okay, just I'm just leaving it at that.
Okay. Yeah.
Some of the interpretations of how I felt were inaccurate.
Anyways, let us know what you think about this and whose story sounds more plausible. Because how about this? 95% of the things I said are fact.
Wait. Okay, how about this? 100% of the things I said are facts. Well, you just used. What do you mean?
No, because like
What's 5%?
you know, it was a long time ago. So some memories might be, you know, you might not have said some things completely accurately. Because think about it, in any situation, if someone tells you to recount a situation, you're not always going to be 100% because your memory fails you. And that's why I would never give myself 100%.
Well, I'll give myself 99.9%.
Okay, in that case, 99.9.
I mean, no, because first of all, with the calling.
Don't like look. The video is
You didn't
over.
even call me in Miami. Like, call me before Miami. I remember that day because I went to Lola's house afterwards, and I remember telling Lola like, "Oh, this guy just called me." Like, okay, anyways, 95%.
This is how she said, oh, this guy, she went to Lola. Oh my God, this guy just called me. I can't.
Lola, I didn't watch this video. Please at least vouch for me, please. Okay, anyway, so if you believe my story, put Team Talani down below in the comments. If you believe his story,
Team IBK.
put Team IBK down below.
Yeah.
But I'm telling
Yeah.
y'all, like,
Yeah. My story is true. Very, very true. Anyway, don't let her deceive you. She's filming because I don't shake and do everywhere. Doesn't mean what I'm saying is not true.
Okay.
She's just filming. That's what she does.
okay.
Let's end this video.
Alright, so thank y'all so much for watching this video. Before y'all go, make sure you subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe.
2017 is the year of consistency, and I'm proclaiming it
Amen.
to you on YouTube. I'm proclaiming it.
Amen.
I'll be posting videos. I will not give you the amount precisely, but I will be posting more frequently, and we're gonna be doing more videos. Sorry, we're gonna be doing more videos together. Got a whole list. If you have any requests for videos that you want for me to do, for us to do, make sure you put it down below, or send me a DM on Snapchat, Instagram, all that kind of stuff. I do want to do a Snapchat Q&A, but anyways, I'm ready. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you hit that like button, it really helps, and subscribe below if you haven't already. Bye.
Peace and love. Hey guys. Hey guys. Hey.
Hey guys! Sorry y'all! Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I know I say the same thing all the time. I don't know what else to say. Okay, hello all. Howdy there.
How about you start like, yo, what's up? This is Talani again. Just thinking about speaking on a few things.
That's you. That's not me.
Okay, go ahead. Start again.
Hey guys, welcome to... Stop it now. Okay, no, seriously this time. Hey, stop now.
I didn't say anything. Something I did.
Really?
Yeah. Like food or stew.
Let's go.
Let's go. This is not the time to be popping nose.